Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Takuho Mitsunaga, and here's Satoshi Okada from Toyo University. Today, I'm excited to talk about usage of AI in the security field and its risk and countermeasures. This is the agenda of our talk. First, we talk about potential of AI and the LLM in cybersecurity field. Generative AI and LLM are rapidly changing our lives. LLM has the capability not only generating simple text, but also creating images and videos and automate business process, including security operations. This graph on the slide, it may be a little small to see. This shows that GPT-4 has a capability at the same level of passing the American bar exam. Chat GPT-4o is smarter than Chat GPT-4, so LLM can be said to be smarter than average human in specific area. Now, I'd like to talk about relationship between LLM and security. As shown in the slide, LLM and security have a mutuality relationship. First, let's look at left side. How LLM can help with the security. LLM can improve security operation. It is possible to detect and respond about security issues more quickly and efficiently. On the other hand, security also plays an important role in LLM. To reduce the risk of abuse and hallucination, LLM need to security countermeasure for using safely. In this way, LLM and security require to support each other to achieve safe and secure and effective usage of AI. Next, I'd like to introduce some examples to improve efficiency of automated security operation. Firstly, I will talk about the Cloud Security Guideline Assistant. This can help us implement best practice for cloud security. By using this tool, we can reduce the time, effort, maintain the cloud security. Secondly, we introduce semi-automated red team testing. Red team is attack testing by cybersecurity professional to identify security issues in organization network. We can use LLM for red teaming. So here's a simple question. How many pages AWS security document are there for top 3 most commonly used service? Anyone? No? 10,000 pages. This is a this is a time consuming for us. So our lifetime is limited. My working time is limited. If we read all pages of this document, we don't have a time to develop software, unfortunately. So in this case, we can use LLM and RAG. RAG is a very big keyword, maybe in this 2 or 3 years. RAG is a combination of LLM and vector DB to provide reliable answer without hallucination using external information or sources. If we put security guideline or best practice in the vector DB, we can ask application like, show me the security document relevant to system and the development. LLM communicate with the vector DB and ask LLM. We can get a kind of checklist or important topic from LLM and vector DB. This kind of combination tool can reduce us a lot of time. So in future, we can realize the secure by design with LLM lag using this kind of tool. Next one is the red teaming and LLM. It is said that red teaming is very important to assess the security level of defenders, like CSERT, or we can also call it a blue team. Someone uses soccer or football analogy. CSERT is a defender or blue team. When we assess the level of a defender, we need to some attackers. We can go like a dribble, get into the network, something like that. But here we have a problem. Where's my red team? Because we don't have enough security person, or we don't have enough budget. So in this point of view, LLM and AI will support you. If we put IT asset management and vulnerability information or might attack, LLM can answer which path is effective for red team. They also show us which device has what kind of vulnerability has. So without high skill or without professional skill, easy red teaming can be realized with the LLM or AI and the RAG. And it has some issue, but LLM can be also used for S1 operation like this. So in short, we can say that LLM has a big potential to improve cybersecurity operation without high scale, or even we don't have enough people in the CSERT. But here, we also have a problem on AI. From here, Satoshi will talk about that.
Yes, from this slide, I will explain the two issues about AI and LLM models. The first one is social equity. So LLM and other AI models are learning a lot of information from the internet or some external other sources. And this kind of information sometimes contain the social inequity information or some biases. So in conclusion, the LLM models or some AI models may unintentionally learn this kind of social inequities and biases. And we pick up three real-world examples. One is use of AI in Amazon job search interviews resulted in relatively low scoring for women. And the second one is, which had happened in 2020 in United States, African-American man wrongly arrested due to the error in AI facial recognition system algorithm. The third one is searching for gorillas in Google Photos recognition. Google Photos image recognition results in hits for Black people, etc. And this one is more daily life example. So we output some images from DALL-E 3. So we input the phrase of IT researcher eating grilled chicken. Then DALL-E 3 output this kind of tired man eating alone. and we input people in financial institutions partying, then DALL-E 3 output this kind of picture where a man is wearing expensive suits. So the tired man or wearing expensive suits is not specified in the inputs. So obviously, these kind of pictures are biased by the training data. So from these examples, we can find that AI learns from past data created by humans, and therefore may have biases just like humans. But it is natural or acceptable because humans are not perfect, and yes, we sometimes have the biases or some social equities consistency. And bias does not have a significant impact on tasks such as image creation like this. But when using AI for recruitment and daily security operations, AI should not be overly trusted. So I mean that it is very important to continuously monitor the AI to ensure that its training data is adequate and that the bias in its decisions is negligible. So let's consider these issues in the context of a CSERT. So CSERT operation, and if we do not care about such a kind of AI biases, there could happen this kind of problems. So for instance, let's pick up the example, the case where the AI-based cybersecurity tools output these kind of alert. So the one is, we found a suspicious communication. The reason is because the nationality of this PC user is blah, 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 or employees of the blah, blah group are excessively likely to access and write to certain files and must be strictly monitored. So these alerts are very, very biased, and it is not based on the fair and appropriate criteria. So I mean that it is very important for not only AI developer, but also CSERT member to pay more attention on AI biases or AI generating social inequities. Yes, from here is the second example, attacks that mislead AI judgment. So by the way, I have one open question. So what is this a picture of? Yes, exactly. I think so. Yeah, it is obviously panda. But the actual answer from the AI is, it is gibbon. No way, I cannot imagine that. But I will explain this example. This picture is a very famous example of adversarial attack or adversarial example. So adversarial example is the attacks where attacker adds some small noise or perturbation onto the AI's input and then cause the misjudgment of AI model. So in this example, the left picture is of panda, and the adversary or attackers add this kind of very small perturbation. Then the perturbed image of panda can be judged as gibbon, which is totally different from the panda. So the point of this problem is that humans cannot tell the difference between the right and left images. Yes, and there are some real cases, this kind of adversarial attacks in our daily lives. So we picked up two autonomous driving techniques attacks. So the left figure shows an example of a Tesla self-driving car misjudging a human-shaped light projection from a drone. So yes, from our eyes, human beings' eyes, so it is very clear that it is not a human and it is just light projection from a drone, but the AI models which is implemented in the autonomous driving technique mistakenly judge it as a real human. And this misjudgment may lead to the unnecessary stops, or in the worst case, it may cause the accident. And the right figure is more serious. So this figure is a stop sign, but you can see that there is some noises on this picture, like this black noise or white noise, but it is very subtle. But for AI models in autonomous driving technique, can judge this stop sign as 45 miles per hour speed limit sign. So if this attack is implemented in the real world, this may cause the serious accident on the road. So such attacks are easily detected by humans, yeah, especially like this example, but AI can be fooled. So so human involvement is still necessary, and completely trusting AI's decisions is very, very risky. So I mean that AI should be used as a supporting tool, and human double checking is very necessary. Yes, from this slide, I will explain how we achieve safe and secure AI use. So in other words, how can we tackle threats and the risks against AI aforementioned? So to achieve safe and secure AI use, we should take some countermeasures, and we propose two approaches. So one is technical approaches, and the second one is governance approach. And the technical approach consists of three parts. One is adversarial training. The second one is RAG retrieval, augmented generation, and the third one is red teaming. Okay, let's move on to the first technical approaches, adversarial training. Yeah, so one approach to make AI models robust against adversary attacks or adversary example is adversary training. So the robust, what's robust mean that AI model is more resistant to adversary example. And in adversary training, by mixing adversary example into the training data of AI model, then it becomes more robust against adversarial attacks or adversary example. But adversary training is not complete, is not a perfect way to tackle this problem. So I mean that it is pointed out that this approach has some challenges. One is computational cost. So yeah, as I said, at first in adversary training, we have to generate adversary example, but generating high quality adversary example cost computational cost and cost a lot of time. So I mean that it is very hard work. And it is also pointed out that there is a trade-off between accuracy and robustness. So in adversary training, improving a model's robustness to adversary attacks can sometimes come at the cost of reduced accuracy on clean non-adversarial data. So when we conduct adversary training, we have to pay more attention to taking a balance between the accuracy and robustness. Yes, the second technical approach is RAG. As we mentioned, RAG is the technique to obtain some information from external sources, and LLMs can output more concrete and more trustworthy outputs. And we think this technique can be applied to solve our problem. So as I said, we face the biases and the social inequity output of AI models. And what makes these problems hard to solve is the lack of AI explainability or transparency. So explainability is a very important keywords in this context. So usually we cannot understand why deep learning based AI models or including LLM generate their output. So we cannot get the output basis information from this kind of deep learning based model. So, but RAG can provide evidences and the references for its output from external sources like that. So from this procedure, we can obtain a certain degree of transparency or explainability about RAG model's output. So this may be a solution for the AI mysterious output. And the final technical approach is red teaming for AI. So yes, as we mentioned, red teaming is a practical cybersecurity assessment method where we can uncover potential vulnerabilities and weaknesses in information systems, processes, and strategies. And furthermore, we can assess the effectiveness of security countermeasures and incident responses posture to potential threats. So how about applying the concept of red teaming to AI? So the red team in this context examine a variety of input data, including adversarial example and some inputs that could potentially trigger biased responses. So through this process, we may assess how robust the targeted AI models is and decide how we address the vulnerabilities identified in the model. Yeah, from these slides, we move on to the governance approach. It is not practical, it is not technical approaches. So to reduce the risk and threats of AI, appropriate AI governance is as essential as technical countermeasures. So from here, we will introduce some global trends and examples in AI governance and put the emphasis its importance. Yes, the one example is the United States one, and here's a presidential executive order on the development and use of safe, secure, and reliable artificial intelligence. So in October 2023, the United States Biden administration issued this executive order. And this executive order consists of 8 major components. And we can find that the executive order and this our presentation share several common elements like safe and secure AI, responsible AI, and yes, and equity like that. And one more topic we should care in this components is human rights in using AI technique. So it can be referred from the keywords like AI support for workers and civil rights and civil liberties. So though it is a executive order, not a law approved by Congress, but from this, it is very clear that the United States government also expresses significant concerns about various issues and human rights related to the use of AI. And the second example is Bletchley Declaration. So it is signed by 28 countries, including Japan, on November 1st, 2023, to promote safety and ethical considerations in the development and the deployment of AI. So this declaration underscores evidence-based and continuous understanding of AI safety risks. And and furthermore, to ensure the safety, government, public, and private sector, and the researchers should participate in the discussion of AI governance, while the approach may differ from country to country. Yes, the third example is the Japanese one. So the Japanese Cabinet Office has proposed social principles of a human-centric AI. So if you want to know the details of this proposal, you can refer to this URL. And we quote one phrase of this proposal. So by utilizing AI as a public good for humanity, our main focus is not only to improve efficiency and convenience, but also to achieve global sustainability through qualitative changes in social conditions and true innovation. So in short, it means that it is not AI that should manage humans, but humans who should manage AI. So in this point, it is very important that when utilizing AI, paying attention not only to the technical aspects, but also ethical and sustainability aspects is very essential. Yes, and the last one is multi-stakeholder. So by collaborating with various stakeholders, it is possible to examine the impact of AI implementation from multiple perspectives. So, for example, Allied Irish Banks, the largest bank in Ireland, aim to develop and test new evaluation tools to ensure AI fairness in retail banking. And it decided to collaborate with Accenture's responsible AI team and the Alan Turing Institute. So as in this example, it is very important to multiple stakeholders to understand the risk and the threats of AI and continuously review and improve AI governance. So let's consider this example in the CSART or AI for security operation context. So when incorporating AI into security operations, the concept of multiple stakeholder is very crucial. So security operations often involve discussions primarily within IT departments, but AI presents various risks, including bias and adversary examples. So these threats do not only affect the IT department, but can impact the outside and inside organization. So I mean that therefore it is essential to involve non-IT departments like indirect departments and end user and top executives like CIO, CTO, and CEO, etc. Is very important. So here's the conclusion. So AI is very good tool, and it will help our daily lives in a great deal. But AI is not perfect, and it contains a lot of biases and the social inequities. And there are some attacks is pointed out. So we need to understand the principles and the characters and the limitations of AI and conduct the appropriate AI governance is expected and essential. Thank you very much.